Hi everyone, it's Kaylee. I got my nose pierced. Oh. And with all its glory, I thought I would share a few tips with you guys if you were looking to get a nose piercing in the future. So, yeah, it should be helpful. So, first thing I'd like to say is that if your friend or someone else who's gone before you has said it doesn't hurt and it feels like a pinch, it does not feel like a pinch. It feels a lot worse than that, but it only does it for like a second. I'm just telling you this because you you will get it done and you'll just be like, I did not expect that at all. But like really, it's not like extremely painful. It's just for a second it hurts like a needle and then it's just done. And then for the rest of that day it will kind of be off and on sore like you just got punched in the face. But for the most part it's not too bad the first night. You just but what you have to do in order to make it keep it healthy is constantly move it around. And what I recently found out was that you should move it when it's soaked in water. And if you don't do it while it's soaked in water, it will hurt like a bitch. It will hurt so bad, and it'll just be the most painful thing in the world. But I learned from experience when I first started cleaning mine, I accidentally used a scented and perfumed antibacterial soap, and you're not supposed to do that. It's just supposed to be antibacterial, no perfume, and it's not supposed to be scented either because it could irritate the skin, and I figured that out. So I started using that yesterday. And another thing is, it says sea salt and water. And if you're like me and my family, we were like, oh, well, we'll just put salt in water and then it should be about the same thing. It really isn't. Sea salt, you can tell when it's working. If you put like what I do is I usually get a bowl and I fill it up with water and then put the salt in it and then mix it around and wait for it to dissolve, and then I just kind of stick my face in the bowl so that it soaks around. But a lot of people have said that they dip the cotton ball and like dab it around. But I find that when you soak it, you're getting the inside of your nose and the side of your nose as well. So you can tell when it works because you can feel it kind of burning slightly, and it's not like extremely painful, but it's still kind of painful. But the best time to move it is when it's wet. That way it will move a lot easier. And I still move mine every second so that it doesn't get too stuck on one side. And yeah. If you're trying to decide whether or not you should start off with a stud or a ring, um, well, like my mom said, a stud is more dainty and it's less noticeable, but when you have a ring like mine, people notice it more when they see you. The thing about studs, though, is when you first wear them, they will fall out of your nose. So if you get the opportunity to wear a ring, then you should go for it because you don't want to get your nose re-pierced again because that would just suck. And I know from experience, like my one friend, she has studs sometimes and they fall out of her nose in the middle of the night and she has to get it like put back in, and apparently that hurts like a bitch. So I don't want to deal with that, but you have to choose one or the other and be completely certain that's what you want to have in your nose for like 2 or 3 months because it has to stay in there for those 2 or 3 months. You cannot take it out until it's fully healed. So yeah, and I don't know if I have any other kind of things to say about it, but yeah, if it really, really starts to hurt or swell, try taking ibuprofen, Advil. It usually does help because I find that if you move it around a lot, it really freaking hurts. So if you don't, try not to move it too much because you'll start, like, it slowly starts to spread as you move it. It, like, kind of goes to your head and it really, really just hurts. And it doesn't hurt to sleep on it or sneeze. See, like, I was really afraid of sneezing because when I yawned it hurt, but when you sneeze it doesn't hurt at all. You can't feel it. So yeah, that is my little rant for you guys today. So I hope it didn't scare you too much, but it's really, I like it. So there you go. Okay, bye guys.